Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Imagine landing in Japan for what's supposed to be a quick trip to an epic world expo, only to get so caught up in the country's charm that you start thinking about staying, maybe even bending some rules to make it happen. That's the reality unfolding at the Osaka Expo 2025, where some international visitors are trying to extend their stays, sparking both fascination and concern. Today, we're diving into these complex stories of people who don't want to leave Japan, the hurdles they face, and why this news has a darker side, like reports of an Ethiopian visitor going missing to avoid going home. This isn't just a feel-good travel tale, it's a tricky issue. So, hit that like button if you're curious, and let's unpack this together. Don't forget to subscribe for more global stories. The Osaka Expo and Japan's appeal. Let's start with the backdrop, the Osaka Expo 2025, which kicked off on April 13, 2025, on Umeshima, an artificial island in Osaka Bay. It's themed, Designing Future Society for Our Lives, and runs until October 13th, with over 160 countries showcasing cutting-edge tech, sustainability ideas, and vibrant cultural performances. Think AI-powered exhibits, autonomous vehicles zipping around, and global food stalls. It's a massive draw, pulling in millions of visitors. Now, Japan's always been a tourist magnet: clean streets, trains that are never late, and a sense of safety that's hard to match. For many visitors, especially from less stable regions, these everyday perks, like spotless public restrooms or polite locals, feel like a different world. But here's where it gets complicated. Some folks are so enchanted they're looking to stay longer, even if it means stepping into murky territory. Have you ever visited a place that made you want to rethink your life plans? Drop it in the comments, I'm curious to hear your stories. A troubling case and growing trends. Let's get into the heart of this. One story grabbing attention involves an Ethiopian woman who arrived in July 2025 for the Expo's international exchange program. She was staying at a designated facility but vanished, raising red flags among organizers. Turns out, she'd linked up with the Ethiopian community in Tokyo and was seeking ways to stay in Japan, reportedly saying she didn't want to go back because of better opportunities and living conditions here. This isn't a heartwarming tale of chasing dreams, it's concerning, as it suggests she might be planning to overstay her visa illegally, which has serious consequences. She's not alone, though. Mari Matsumura, an administrative scrivener at a Tokyo legal firm, told media on September 14, 2025, that she's seeing a surge in similar cases, 5 or 6 recently, mostly from African visitors. With Expo visas expiring soon, many valid only until October, people are scrambling for options. Matsumura says, they're asking if they can switch to another visa. They find Japan so easy to live in, financially and environmentally. Japan's high quality of life, low crime, great healthcare, reliable systems, is a stark contrast for some. But the idea of visitors disappearing or overstaying? That's sparking unease. What's your take on this? Should people be free to chase a better life, or does this cross a line? Share below. The visa struggle and immigration realities. Switching from a short-term Expo visa to a work visa is no walk in the park. These single-entry visas, often fee-exempt from January to October 2025, last up to 90 days for tourism or event purposes. To get a work visa, you need a job offer from a Japanese employer, complete with a contract, and usually some Japanese language skills. For many newcomers, the language barrier is a deal-breaker, making legal stays nearly impossible. Japan's immigration system is strict, prioritizing skilled workers to maintain social order, a value deeply rooted in its culture. While it keeps things harmonious, it frustrates visitors who fall in love with the country but can't navigate the rules. If you've ever dealt with visa issues, drop a comment about your experience. These stories highlight a tough reality. Japan's allure is real, but the path to staying legally is steep, pushing some toward risky choices. The controversial refugee loophole and local reactions. Here's where things take a darker turn. When legal visa options fail, some visitors are exploring a controversial workaround: applying for refugee status. In Japan, filing a refugee claim takes nearly 3 years to process, and during that time, applicants might get a specific activities visa allowing work in places like restaurants or bars. Sounds like a lifeline, right? But Japan's refugee approval rate is less than 1%, requiring hard proof of persecution, not just wanting a better economy. Misusing this system risks deportation and clogs resources for genuine refugees fleeing danger. This has locals talking, too. Many Japanese are skeptical, with some saying, "No way are Expo visitors refugees, they can afford international travel." It's a valid concern. The Expo attracts people with means, so claiming asylum feels like a stretch to some, stirring tensions in a country that values rule following. Matsumura notes the challenge. It's hard to manage once people are here. This isn't just about chasing dreams, it's a clash of systems and ethics. What do you think about using refugee claims this way? Is it a desperate move or unfair to the system? Let's get that conversation going in the comments. What this means for Japan and beyond. As the Expo winds down, these cases highlight Japan's complex role in global migration. With an aging population and labor shortages in fields like tech and caregiving, Japan's been loosening some visa rules for skilled workers. But stories of overstays or loophole attempts could push for stricter tracking of event-based visas or better integration programs. For visitors dreaming of staying, it's a wake-up call. Learn Japanese, network early, or explore student visas instead of risky shortcuts. This isn't just about Japan, it's about the global pool of opportunity versus the realities of immigration systems. Japan's blend of tradition and innovation captivates, but balancing openness with order is tricky. So, there you have it, the Osaka Expo 2025 is sparking dreams of a new life in Japan. But stories like the missing Ethiopian visitor show the messy side, illegal overstays, strained systems, and local skepticism. Japan's allure is undeniable, but navigating its rules is tough, and exploiting loopholes like refugee claims raises big questions. If this got you thinking about travel, visas, or ethics, smash that like button, subscribe for more stories, and comment, have you ever been tempted to stay somewhere longer than planned? How far would you go? Check the description for more Expo info. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one.